Imagine walking through a forest. No roads, no cities, no walls between you and whatever is out there. Just trees, darkness, and the sounds of things moving in the night. For most of human history, that was every single night. And something was out there. Something that saw humans not as the most powerful creatures on Earth, but as food. Today we think of ourselves as the dominant species on this planet, the top of the food chain, the most dangerous thing in any room. But for hundreds of thousands of years, that was not true at all. For most of our existence, humans were not the hunters. We were the hunted. To understand what ancient humans actually faced, we need to go back, way back, before cities, before weapons, before fire was anything more than a terrifying accident of lightning. Early humans were small, physically weak compared to most large animals. No claws, no thick skin, no natural armor of any kind. Just a large brain, 2 legs, and the desperate need to survive another day. And the world they lived in was nothing like the world we know today. The forests of ancient Africa were filled with creatures that do not exist anymore. Creatures that make modern predators look gentle. And early humans had to navigate all of it, every single day. For a long time, scientists assumed the biggest threat to ancient humans was large cats. Saber-toothed cats, animals with teeth the size of kitchen knives, built entirely for one purpose: killing. These animals were real. They roamed the same landscapes as our ancestors for hundreds of thousands of years, and the evidence suggests they were not shy about hunting humans. Fossil records have been found showing human bones with the unmistakable marks of large cat teeth. Not just scratches, deep puncture wounds, the kind left by an animal that killed its prey and fed on it. Ancient humans were on the menu, but as terrifying as saber-toothed cats were, they were not the most dangerous animal our ancestors faced. Not even close. The answer might surprise you, because the most dangerous predator in the ancient human world did not have enormous teeth. It did not roar, it did not chase its prey across open grasslands. It was patient, silent, and it killed more ancient humans than any other creature in history. The answer is the crocodile. Ancient crocodiles were not like the ones we see today. They were bigger, far bigger. Scientists have found fossils of ancient crocodile species that reached lengths of 12 meters. 12 meters. That is longer than a school bus, and they lived everywhere: rivers, lakes, swamps, coastlines, all the places early humans needed to visit every single day just to survive. Because water is life, ancient humans needed water to drink. They needed rivers to find food. They needed lakes and coastlines to travel and communicate with other groups. And waiting in every single one of those places was something that had been perfecting the art of ambush for over 200 million years. Think about what that means for an ancient human. Every time you approached a river to drink, you were taking a risk. Every time you waded through shallow water, something could be watching. Completely still, completely invisible beneath the surface. And then gone, in less than a second. Crocodiles are one of the most perfectly designed ambush predators in the history of life on Earth. They can hold their breath for over an hour. They can stay completely motionless for hours at a time. And when they move faster than most people can react. For an ancient human with no weapons beyond a basic stone tool, a crocodile encounter was almost always fatal. There was no fighting back. There was no escape. There was only the terrible moment of realizing too late that the water was not empty. But crocodiles were not the only water-based threat. Ancient hippos were another creature that killed humans with terrifying regularity. Modern hippos are already the most dangerous large land animal in Africa today. They kill more humans every year than lions, leopards, and cheetahs combined. But ancient hippos were even larger, even more aggressive, even more territorial, and they shared the same rivers and lakes that ancient humans depended on for survival. An ancient human who wandered too close to a hippo in the water had almost no chance. Hippos can run faster than most humans over short distances. They have teeth capable of cutting a small boat in half, and they defend their territory with an aggression that has no equivalent in the modern animal world. Then there were the hyenas, not the hyenas of today. Ancient hyenas were a different animal entirely, larger, more powerful, more aggressive. They hunted in massive packs and were capable of taking down prey far larger than themselves. And unlike big cats who typically hunt alone, ancient hyenas coordinated. They communicated. They surrounded their prey and wore it down over time. For early humans living in small groups, a pack of ancient hyenas was one of the most terrifying things imaginable. The fossil record suggests that hyenas were responsible for a significant number of ancient human deaths. Some researchers believe that early humans spent entire nights in trees simply to escape them. Sleeping in trees. Not for comfort, for survival. And then there was the eagle. This one surprises most people, because we do not think of birds as threats to humans. But ancient Africa was home to massive eagles with wingspans that dwarfed anything alive today. Scientists discovered this after studying a famous fossil, the Taung child, a young early human skull found in South Africa dating back nearly 3 million years. When scientists examined the skull carefully, they found something chilling. The eye sockets showed damage consistent with the talons of a large bird of prey. A massive eagle had killed and carried off a young human child from above without warning. Something ancient human parents had to watch the sky for every single day. So what saved us? How did a species with no claws, no armor, no natural weapons survive in a world filled with creatures designed to kill? The answer is the same thing that makes us human: each other. Ancient humans survived not because they were stronger than the animals around them, but because they worked together in ways no other animal could match. They shared information about where predators had been seen. They stayed close together at night. They used fire, once they learned to control it, to keep dangerous animals at a distance. And slowly, over thousands of years, they began to fight back. Stone tools became sharper, spears became longer. Groups became larger and more organized. The hunted became the hunters. But that transformation did not happen overnight. For hundreds of thousands of years, danger was simply part of life. Every morning an ancient human woke up was a morning they had survived something that wanted to kill them. Every child that lived to adulthood had beaten odds that most modern humans cannot imagine. The world was not safe. It was never safe. And the humans who made it through were not the strongest or the fastest. They were the ones who stayed together, who looked out for each other, who shared what they knew and warned each other of what they had seen. That instinct is still inside us today, the reason we feel safer in groups, the reason we warn strangers of danger without thinking about it, the reason we feel uneasy in dark forests and calm near a fire. We are not so different from those ancient humans crouched together in the dark, listening, watching, surviving, together.